next paper for mechanical drafting. Question what? Question. So in entry it used to be question 4. I mean it used to be question 3. So vandaag is question 5. So it's very much important to go through the part list. Go through the part list. It's very much important. You cannot just jump to these views, you understand, without the part list. So it's very necessary. The part list is very much important. It's the one that's going to guide you how do you have to approach that particular item. Okay, figure 4 diagram sheet 4 attached shows the component of the crank hook. So the title of this drawing that we're doing vandaag is a crank hook. So the crank hook consists of the following parts as shown in first angle orthographic projection. In first angle orthographic projection, full stop, right? So we've got item 1, 2, 3 up to 12. So these items are 12, 1 till to 12. So the description, these are their names. Now, item 1 is the crank hook, item 2 is the support bay. You understand? So very much important quantity. So this is item, description, quantity, type of material. You understand? So the very much important to that we have to analyze here is what is the quantity. You understand? So item 1, if they say once off, item 2, 2 off, item 3, once off, item 5, 3 off, item, this is quite interesting, item 7, 2 off, item 6, 1, item 8, 6 off. You understand? So that one simply tells you how many times are you expected to draw that particular item. Yeah, you understand? How many times are you supposed to draw that particular item? Item 1, you have to draw it once. Item 2, twice. Item 3, once. Item 4, twice. Item 5, 3 times. Item 6, once. Item, you understand? So how many times are you supposed to draw that particular item? You understand? So when you go down there, say draw. To a stage 1 is to 1, a full sectional front view. It is very much important to read the question. You understand? Don't just look at it and analyze it and be like it's full. Sometimes they will say draw a half sectional with the right hand in sectioning. What is the question up there? They said in first angle orthographic projection. Yeah, so remember, when we talk about first angle orthographic projection, we do not have the word right. But when you read the question, it's going to say with the right hand in sectioning. So it takes somebody to understand sectional drawing, first angle and third angle half sectional drawing. Understand? So likely enough here they are saying full what? Full front view of the crank hook, of the crane hook as a assembled drawing. So the front view of item 1. Use the front view of item 1 as a starting position for the assembly. So 20 marks. Insert the number item on the complete assembly. So when they are saying insert the number, which means, my brother, when you are done, so you have to label your assembled drawing like this. So you have to label your drawing, assembled drawing like this. So you cannot do any assembly without labeling. You have to, at the end, you have to label. And when they say 6 off, you have to label them. You understand? If they say 3 off, you have to label them, which means, for instance, I can say this is in your numbering, you must have 2 of what? Of item 2. You have to have 2 of them. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, but then you're going to see, show a part list below to complete. Okay? All right. So let's go using a scale 1:1. Angit. Okay, let's start. Let's start, my guy. It's raining. Okay, let it rain. Okay, let's start. This is quite interesting. How? So I normally used to say you have to analyze the views first. Remember, this is we've been doing this topic. We've got plenty of videos right here in our YouTube channel where we are conducting this. So these views, the set are given in first angle orthographic projection. Indeed, we have the orthographic projection symbol there. So this is the orthographic projection symbol. So I'm having item 1. So if item 1 is like this, this is front view of item 1, this is the left view of item 1, since they are given in what? In first angle orthographic projection. You understand? So item 2, this is item 2. Item 2 is on its own. Remember, item 2, they said how many times? How many times? Item 2, you have to draw it times. So the name of item 2 is what? It's a supporting plate. It's a supporting plate. This supporting plate of yours has to be drawn twice. You get what I'm trying to say? It has to be drawn twice. Okay, that's quite interesting. And then item 3, this is the front, this is the top of item 3. Remember, the question said front. So which means when you draw, my guy, you'll be considering the what? The front. So item 4, where is your item 4? This is 4. So item 3, you have to draw it once. Then item 4, which is the end push, you have to draw it twice. You understand? You have to draw it twice, which is this one. Item 4 has to be drawn twice. Then this is going to be the front, this is going to be the left. Then when we draw, it will depend whether when we are fitting it using the front. But as far as I'm concerned, this one will be taking the what? The left view. Remember, they are given in what? In first angle orthographic projection. So item 5, there is item 5, which is a shaft. How many times did they say to draw item 5? Item 5, you have to draw it how? 3 times. Plate spacer, item 5, which is this one. Item 5, which is the split placer, you have to draw it 3 times. So you'll have to know how 3 times are you supposed to be. And as far as I'm concerned, as much as we have 3 holes here, that is why they said 3 times. Okay, but we'll explain that one later. So item, this is quite interesting, my guy. Item 6, there is items. How many times are you supposed to draw item 6 once? It's a bush. Why are they saying 1? What is they've been saying 3? What? Okay, it's fine. So item 7, there is our item 7. What is the name of this item 7? You come and look at it. So it's a nut. It's a lock nut. It's a lock nut. It's M12 lock nut. Okay. How many times are you supposed to draw? Twice. You are born. Twice. Okay. Item 8 is another what? Nut. So this is M12. This is M15. So be careful of that. And this is going to be the front view of it. Left, front, left. Okay. Item 9. Item 9 is what? It's still a lock nut. So how many lock nuts do we have? We are having 3. Our 3. So item 9 batum debegangwak once. What is so item 8? Item 8, which is the 15M lock nut. Let me take my time. How many times? They said 3. They said 6 times. 6 times, imagine. Okay, that's quite interesting. Uzobona ukuthi egcineni izophuma kanjani into. So item 10, remember we are having item 1 till item 12. So item 10, how many times? And the item 10 is the washer. Item 10, the name of it is the washer. You know what is the function of a washer? If you did your fitting end tumors. What is the function of a washer? Okay, so you have to draw it 6 times. That wash 6 times. Okay, and you must know what does it comes first between a washer and a nut. Then where is your item 12, 11 and 12? 11 and 12. Please don't request. Please don't request. This is the life educational lesson, so please don't request because people, they used to request and they want to play games, you understand? So please, I'm sorry to decline you, my brother, but please don't request, you understand? I'm talking with TikTokers camera. Please don't request, because if you request the page, it used to be getting very small. So for now, let's just
Can you tell me more about what you mean by the page it used to be getting very small? To help you best, I need a...
Okay, that was it. So I normally used to say we have to draw the bigger item. In most of the time, the bigger item, it used to be item 1. All the items, they must be fitted in item 1. Scroll down here on this YouTube platform. I'm having several videos where I'm conducting this. You understand? Where I'm conducting assemble drawing. So I normally used to say you look at the shape as well as the dimension. So the shape as well as the dimension, the shape of that particular item that you are having, so that you fit it on the other item. You look at the shape of it as well as its dimension. So 2 or more things, they must agree with you. First of all, the shape as well as the dimension, which indeed item 3 is fitting in item 1. In generally, item 10 must fit in item 9. Item 9 must fit in item 8. Item 8 must fit in 7. Descending like that. 7 into 6. 6 into 5. 5 into 4. 4 into 3. You understand? Up until you are at what? Item 1. Should item 7 not fit in item 9, fit it into 10. If it's not, still item 10 not fitting into 8, fit it into 7. If I'm saying fitting, you'd be fitting it by using the internal diameter as well as the shape of it. You understand? But then when you start to draw, you'll be advisable to start with your item 1, as much as it used to be the one that is big. You understand? But then sometimes it's the item 2 that is big. You understand? Sometimes but in most of the time it's item 1 or item 2 that is big. So it's the same item that you're going to start with it. So now as I'm about to start, I'll simply start with what? Since I'll want to draw this one just right next to this one. Okay. I'll draw a horizontal constructional line like this, my brother. Not this one. I say not this one. It's snowing. This is quite interesting. So this is what? This is item 1. Remember the question said to draw a full sectional front view. The question said a front. So in our items, we'll be considering the front using what? A scale 1:1. So if it's like that, then just at the simple center here, my brother, I'm going to draw a what? I'm going to draw a vertical center line like this. There you go. There you go. Right. Okay. Now I see from here till here they said so much is 100 millimeter. So this center line, vertical center line, it should be good as if it's this one. So which means from here till here I can record how much? Half of 100 millimeter, which is going to be 50 sideways, my 30 millimeter ruler, 50 millimeter this side, and 50 millimeter this side. So there's my 100 and 0. You understand? Once I get that, simply have a vertical constructional line. But inside the examination center, you are not allowed to use color crayons, you understand, for your constructional line. I'm just using it for better understanding, you understand? You have to use clash pencil constructional line, which means you draw them faint. Okay, we are given everything here. Remember, we are drawing the item 1, the front view of it. The front view of it. Okay, I've already drew this one. From here till here is 100. So what is going to happen now? From here till here, I will consider the height of what? Of that one, which is a 43. 43. From where my 100, this is 40, 41, 43 is right there. So I just mark 80. Once I get that, I can now draw the horizontal construction line. Then from there, what is going to happen? So from here till here is that 43, right? And then so it's giving me that one. It's giving me that one. It's gonna give me that one. So this one is what is radius. Is radius 25. And luckily enough, double check, we are given from here till here. From here till here is 43, of which is what we've dealt with it. So from here till here is how much? Is 25 millimeter. Do it exactly from here again. 30. I'm looking for 25, which is this one. There is my 25, right? Then I'll have to get horizontal constructional line again. Leave them, those ones, leave them like that. We'll see them later. Okay. So how am I gonna go about getting this? Hence we are given the radius of it. So simple, straightforward. So we'll simply rely to this one. So 22 millimeter. Do you see the 22 millimeter I'm talking about? So diameter 22, which means again from here I'm actually pointing it in my left view. It's still going to be the same 22 and it. So I'll divide it into 2. Divide it into 2. So I'm getting how much? 11. There is my 11. So I mark at 20, 22. 21, I mark it 21 and mark it 0. Hey man. After I've gotten that, just have a vertical constructional line like this. There you go. So my light is disturbing me just a little bit. So there you go. Hey, okay. So now, which means somewhere here, this arc from here till here is 22. So this arc of radius 12 millimeter, the arc of radius 12 millimeter is actually touching here. It's actually touching here and it touching here and touching here. So to get to that, simple, straightforward. Take your drawing compass. You can even use your what you call your stencil ruler. But if you are using your stencil ruler, you must select diameter 24. Diameter 24 and it. So you can also take the set radius 12 millimeter. So simply place it at 12. This is 0. I'm looking for 12 millimeter, which is that one. Then once I get there, I want to get an arc that's going to touch here and here. Because from here till here, the set is how much? The set is 25 millimeter. So it has to touch here and there. So now I will come the corner of it. I'll come and mark here and mark right there. Understand? Then if I've marked like that, then I can simply have another constructional line here. And now remember, from here till here is 12, from here till here is 12. So I just take it up, which means it's that one. So which means that's where I'm going to place my drawing compass. Right here. So what I did this side, I'm gonna do it this other side. So there is my 12. There it is. Simply take it just up. There you go. Place the drawing compass there. A1. Let me take it. Just wipe it up a little bit. So that I'm going to have enough space for my hand. Just give you a little bit of a zoom. So YouTube camera is still okay. So now I can simply place my drawing compass right here, further till there, then I draw this arc. So I'll further draw it this side, just faint a little bit, faint this side, just a little bit faint this side, as I'm not quite sure where is it going to end. So I come again, place it this side, then draw this side, faint, just a little bit faint, then dark this side. Then the side a little bit faint for now. So what I've just drew, you see, I'm gonna take my time. What I've drew is these ones. What I've drew so far is these ones. Understand? So that one we are given is radius 5. Okay, what we know is that it has to end right here. Remember that we are told from here till here is how much? Is 43. Okay, so to get this one, they said is radius, what is radius 25, radius 25. So to get that, simple, straightforward again. So I have to get the sharp corner of which is that one. So from this corner coming this side, I'm going to record how much? 25, going up 25 again, so that I open my drawing compass, placing it somewhere here, I strike this arc. So radius 25 to get this one, radius 25 to get that one. You get it? So I'll simply open it to 25, which is this one. So now I come to this side, I place mark here and mark right there. 25. So remember the 25, this from here till here they told you is 25. So it's the same as that radius 25. That is why it's still lying along this line. You understand? So what I've done this side, I'll do it this other side. This is 25. Then I come and place it here. There. So from here till here is already that one. And get. So now simply construct it up faint. So which means I have to place my drawing compass right here so that I draw that arc. Hey, bon. Even this other side, simple, straightforward. There you go. So now I place it right here and have this one. So I can draw it solid. Somewhere here I cannot draw it solid yet. Don't draw it solid yet, just a little bit faint to avoid erasing. There it is, which means I have to place it here, right here. There you go. And it. So be careful, my brother. Just a little bit. I think my drawing compass is getting old. It can easily lose dimension now. Just a little bit faint for now. So remember, Uti, it's supposed to be radius what? Radius what? Radius 5 millimeter. Radius 5 millimeter, which is that one. Okay, right. So to get that radius 5 millimeter, we are going to rely to this radius 25. Do you see that? If, let me explain this one, taking my time. Do you see that if it was a full cycle, this one, it was gonna go like this, go like this, go like this, full cycle. Even this side, go like this, go like this, go like this, full cycle. So which means we are going to rely on the tangent, if I can call it like that, on the vertical line that is only touching that arc of radius 25, which is which one? This side, which is going to be this one. This one and that one. What else? We are relying on that, which means I can now draw it dark. There you go. Once I touch this tangent, I can stop there, because I can I must have another arc or radius that will touch and come in complete with this one, that will touch this tangent of mine. So, but not exceeding what? This line of mine. Not exceeding this line of mine. You understand? Why? Because of from here till here, they said they said is how much? Is 43. 43. So if you are using this type of set square, your job is going to be simple, straightforward. Yeah, so you select what? Radius 5, which means I must select diameter 10. So how? Remember, this line of mine has to touch here and here, but not above this one. So where's my diameter 10? Is this one. So I'll correspond it like this. So there you go. Just go down a little bit. There you go. There you go. There you go. Simple, straightforward. So now I can come back. I've used what? Diameter 10. Because of the question, said how much? Radius 5. So simple, straightforward. So what you did here, you come and do it this side. So remember, it has to touch that one. Just a repeat. Go down, go down, go down. So there you go. There you go. So now I can come back and place it right here. It was right here. And further, draw it dark. Complete it. Complete it. And even this other side, complete it solid. So now I can come back here and have it solid. There you go. It's right there. Even this other side, from here, it's right there. You understand? That was the hard one. So now I can come and have it solid down here. But here I'm not convinced. Here I'm not convinced. Okay. Remember that when you are doing that, you'll be following the cutting plan. Is this one going to be in section or what? You understand? Is this one going to be in section or what? So I think we've passed the hard one. So now from here till here, they said so much. They said it's 32 millimeters. So it's going to be a little bit useless for you to just take out this through height of 130. You understand? Because you're still going to need these points where your 43 is ending, where your 32 is ending. You understand what I'm trying to say? But then, do you see that there is a missing dimension? It's actually not even a missing dimension. It's given there. Understand? So it's better you do them one by one. So we've already tolerated 43. Now, where our 43 record and record 32. Where is the 30 millimeter ruler? So it's ending at 43. So I'm going to record 30, 31, 32, which is that one. I just mark there. So where I just mark, I can do what now? Just the horizontal constructional line. What does that one gonna give me, my brother? Is gonna give me that one. Okay, after that one, I'm going to record 5 millimeter. 5 millimeter. So I just mark and then mark it 0. You understand? This is quite interesting. Take it easy, my brother. Take it easy. Okay. So after that, we are going to get what? Record how much now? 32, 32, 32. And then from here is going to be that allowance there. Then after the 32 is what? Is 16. So 32, which is that one. Above the 5 millimeter, record 32. If 32, which is that one. So I just mark right there. And again, I have a constructional horizontal line. Then after that, since there is that little bit of an allowance there, that one. So I can simply now consider the 130, starting from my starting point. So that I simply get that one, 130 millimeter. So from here, 130, there is my 130 and so there's my 130 up until 80. You understand what I'm trying to say? Then from there I'll have my true height of item 1. So my item 1 is supposed to end right there. So remember that whereas you are drawing item 1, you also consider the question. The question said what? A full sectional front, a full section. So you must know what you are doing sectional drawing at the same time. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay. For instance, if we are doing sectional, from here till here, this is supposed to disappear. From here till here, has to disappear. So there will be some other items that they're gonna be fitted there. Obviously, are we together? Okay. Now, if I'm till such an extent, let me get what now? Let me get what item 2. Item 2, which they said draw it twice. What is it going to be fitted in item 2? Item 2, remember they said draw it twice. Item 2 has to be drawn twice. Do you see that item 1 I've drawn it half done? Understand? So I can just simply have it solid up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Understand? As much as I'm not quite sure what is going to happen for now. Yeah, for now, you understand? So bring back your cursor. Okay, now what I said to you, you look at the shape of that particular item as well as its dimension and it. So now I want to fit a certain item now in item 1. Okay, so this one is M16. So which means yeah, as much as this is M16, there must be diameter 16 that has to be fitted there, whether diameter 16 or M16. Get what I'm trying to say? So how about from here till here? From here till here, okay, from here till here is diameter 30. Then from here till here is diameter 22. It's diameter 22. What's going to be fitted in diameter 22? So I look at item 2. Do I have, because as much as I'm concerned, there is a certain item that has to be fitted, supposed to be of a height of what? Of 32 millimeter. Actually, let me switch. This one is disturbing me. 32 millimeter, or the height of 32 millimeter with an inside diameter of what? Of 22. Okay, when I take, okay, I can see item 2 is not fitting into item 1. Diameter 50, diameter 15, diameter 18, and diameter 18, obvious. Okay, radius 18, radius 18, radius 18, radius 18. So diameter 15, diameter 15, diameter 15. So what's going to be fitted here? Remember, this one, it's a plate, is of a thickness of 7 millimeter. 3 holes of diameter 6 equal space, which is 1, 2, 3. So this one, what is the diameter of this one? Diameter 15, diameter 15, diameter 15. Do I have diameter 15 here? I do not have. Move to item 2. Item 2. So item 2, how are we going to fit item 2? Item 2 is this one. Do you see the shape of item 2? So what might be fitted here is item what? Is item 6. Let's correspond. Item 6 cannot fit in item 5, cannot fit in item 4. It would be fitted in item what? Item 3. I said to you, you look at the what? At this dimension as well as the shape. So if you check the shape of item 6, what is the name of it? It's supposed to be a bush S5. It's an item 6. And it, this part list, it should be by your side. Item 6 is the bush. What is the function of a bush if you did your fitting N2? If you did your mechanical fitting N2. So it's of a height of what? Of 31 millimeter. And it 31 millimeter. When you check your item 2, from here till there is 31. Everyone. So the outside shape of item 6 correspond. Indeed, item 6 is fitting in item 3. Okay, how about the inside diameter of item 6? So is the inside diameter is what? Diameter 20. So indeed, it's still not convincing. The this is fitting. Okay, yes, it's corresponding. From here till here is 22, whereas from here till here is 20. This is quite interesting, which means before you put your item 3, you will firstly put your what, you take item 3, you fit it in there. Yeah, so when you fit it in there, it's going to be a play there. There will be a play there. Why? Because of this is diameter 25, and this one is diameter 25, whereas there is diameter what? Is diameter 20. Let me explain this. When you take item 3, the front view of it, this is the front view of item 3, this is the top view of item 3. When you take item 3, you fit it into item 1. Take it like this, you fit it in there. There will be a play, isn't it? There will be a play, but it's not going to fall down up until here because of that hook. That hook is diameter what? Diameter 30, and diameter 30. Whereas here is diameter 25. So if you take item 3, you fit it into item 1. Of course, it's going to enter there, but it should be a play. Then you take item 6. You fit it in there, so that it won't be having a play now. So it's either you take item 6, you put it in item 3, the combination of them, you put it into item 1. But then when you draw, how are you going to start with? You can start with item 3, you can start with item 6. As much as I'm concerned, item 3 is going to rest right here. It's going to rest right here. So when you draw, you draw it right here. How? Like this. Look, this part and this part is which one? Is this one. So now I can simply start with what? With the length of my item 3. So from here till here is 46. They said 46 square. So which means from here till here is 46, from here till here is 46, and so when you say 46 divided by 2 is 23, and 46 divided by 2, you must have your calculator, is 23. So you're going to say from here till there 26, from 23, from here till there 23. Do it. My tea is cold now. 23, where is my 23? This is my 23. 23. So I mark at 0 and mark at what? At 45, 46. Right. After I've gotten that, have your constructional going down. Constructional line. My drawing table is too small for me. Now have it constructional line. Dark, faint, there you go. There you go. So from here till here is 46, which is this one. So after the 46, I'm having what? 30. Because from here till here is what? It's the 46 that we just did. But there is another one, 38 diameter. So 38 divided by 2, how much you're getting? 19. So going to say 19 this side and 19 this other side. Okay, where's this one? It's right here. 19 this side and 19 this other side. This is 20. I'm looking for 19. Place it at 19. Then I mark at 0 and mark at 38. This is 39. There is my 38 that I'm looking for. So I can have the constructional line. Can I have another constructional line? Okay, so remember that from here till here is the what? Is that 5 millimeter? Is that 5 millimeter? So as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be dark till here, dark till right there, which is which one? Which is this one. And it. So the outside diameter of it is 30, which means it's 15 this side, 15 this other side again. So there is the 30 and the 0. You understand? So just faint and faint. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not a sharp corner. As much as you can see, it's not a sharp corner. It's not a sharp corner. It's not a sharp corner. So which means I was too forward to draw it sharp corner there. Erase it, my brother. Erase it. Oh. Erase it just a little bit here. Even here. So that it's not going to be a sharp corner. Like this. Even this side. Like that. Okay. So once you get there, it's going to be solid going up. Even this side, solid going up. Everyone. Right. So where are we? We are right here on this one. Right here on this one. So again, it's still not a sharp corner this side. So even this other side, my brother, stand up. Remember, you are allowed to stand up inside the examination center. You are allowed to stand up. You are allowed to move around your table. Right. Everyone. So now, when you put your item, your item 3, you're going to put it, you throw it in here. It's not going to sink exactly at this where your 5 ends, because of it's not a sharp corner. It's not a sharp corner. So there will be this allowance, this one. Understand? So which means the moment I'm having this one, the moment I'm drawing this one, solid like this and solid like this, I assume what? I assume the inside part of item 6, which is the push, being this one being changed solid, being changed solid. Where one? Being changed solid and solid. So which means right from this side I can record the what? The height of 31 millimeter. Where's my 30? It fell down there. 31 millimeter. Where's my 31? 31 millimeter, which is that one. So it's supposed to, which one was this? This one was where my 32 ends. Where my 32 ends. So I can record 31. There is my 31 right here. 31 right here. There you go. 31 right here. So the 31 is ending right here. So which means this corner ending here, ending right there. Okay. So I can have it solid, like as I was saying, till right there. Till right there. So which means in other ways, I'm already drawing the inside of this bush, the inside of this bush. And they said, how many times are you supposed to draw this bush, which is item 6. Let me double check. Item 6. Yeah, they said to draw it once, so it corresponds to, indeed it's supposed to be once. Understand? This has to be drawn once. Okay. So remember, if we were to section this bush, so this one from here till here was going to disappear, and this one was going to be dark, this one is going to be dark. So which means after I've drew this one dark already, so I have to consider the outside diameter, which is diameter 30. So this diameter 30 from here till here, it will correspond with what? With this one. From here till right here. Or from here till here is 32, whereas from here till here is 30. And then from here till here is 31, which means from here till here is 31. So which means the head of this bush, it's going to have a plane. The head of this bush is going to have a plane. So there will be a play there, because this one from here till here is 32, whereas this one is 31. So how do you have to equalize that? Stick right from the center. So my center is going to be this one. Let me get an exact point. So 30 divided by 2 is 15 again. So there it is. So 30 and 0. After I've gotten that, I will then construct this one, just down faint and down faint. Okay, so remember that it will be fitted where in item 3 going down. So it's of a thickness, the head of this bush is of a thickness 3 millimeter. So this 3 millimeter, you're going to draw it dark. You're going to draw it down, going down, because from here till here is a 31. So from here till here, 3 millimeter. So which means the 3 millimeter has to be recorded from here going down, whether here or here. And I said 3 millimeter, where's your 30 millimeter? So you draw the 3 millimeter. Very simple, straightforward, my brother. So 0, 1, 2, and the 3. There is my 3 millimeter. You have to try by all means to be accurate. So that these dimensions, they will interlock each other. So mangabe senginaye ke loya 3 millimeter sengizowenza njani ke manje. So I'll come and have this one dark. From here till here dark, from here till here dark, which is this one dark, this one dark. From here till there, from here to right there, solid dark. Then I'll go down. I'll go down how? Dark here, which means is this one. Dark there, everyone. So this is the topic that is taking time inside the examination center. This is the only topic that is taking more time inside the examination center. So I have to go in with how much? So the outside diameter is 25. From here till here is 25. Okay, from here till here is 20. This 20 which correspond with what? With your item 1, this one, from here till here, which is already this one, from here till here 20. So from here till there is how much? Is 25. So 25 divided by 2, how much you getting? You are getting 12.5, and get 25 divided by 2. You must always have a calculator in your examination center. So it's going to be 12.5 this side, 12.5 this side. So 10, 11, 12. So the 0.5 is between 12 and 13, and get. So there is my 0. Then here is my 25. A1. So this one, we are going to have it solid till here. My shadow is disturbing me a lot. There you go, till right here. And then this other side again. There you go, till right here. Then I close here. Close this side, come and close this side, come and close this other side. Everyone. So we are not quite sure yet our bush, is it going to be, this line is a little bit skewed. Yes, I can see most. This one. Okay. So we're not quite sure which is this one going to be close here, is this one going to be close here. So when we take a closer look, when you take a closer look of the shaft of ours, so we do not have a section, a shaft when it's cutted along its length. I mean, along its height, along its length, along its height, we don't section. Because from here till here, from this side going up, is in the shape of a shaft. So which means this one, we can leave it solid. We can leave it like that as solid. So which is going to be this one and that one. You understand? So after that, what is going to happen, my brother? So I've through the what? The item 6 now. So which means in other ways we've already drew this one. We've already changed this one solid. We've already changed this one to be solid. We've already changed this one to be solid. That one, is it going to be dark? It will, yes. No, it won't be dark because of, remember that this part of your item 1 is still continuing up. This part of your item 1 is still continuing up. So I cannot close it here. So other than closing it, I will have to take it up further up. You understand? So my tea is cold now. So from there, we'll confirm it later whether is it going to be closed there, it's going to close there. So now I can begin. Remember this 38, we've already tolerated it, which is this one. 38, we've already tolerated it. There, the marks of it. So the marks of it, we can simply till here, extend this one just a little bit till where your 38 ends. My 38 ends, which is this one. So this one, the 38 that I'm talking about is which one, my brother, is this one. From here till here, remember we've already tolerated it. After the 38, there is a 46, which is this one. From here, from here till here, there is the 46. From here till here. From here to right there, it's the 46. So how are we gonna go with that? So we're gonna go with the what, with the going down with what, with 3 mm from here till here, 3 mm, which is already, we've already dealt with it, which is this one. Okay, so now you have to get the shape that's going to be like this shape, that's going to be like this, which is which one, which is this one. There you go. There you go. You have to get it here and right there. So there you go. You can stop here. Then I come this other side. Go up. Which is this one. So what you did up here, you are going to do it down there, my brother. Which is going to be, wait. Remember they said 31. So from here till the 31, where is your 31 ending? Right there, as far as I'm concerned. 31, which is ending right here. So you're going to have a what? From here till 80. From here till 80. Remember, it's 3 mm. So it will be from here till there. From here till right there. Like this. There it is. In this other side, there you go, from here to right there. Which is this one. From here till there. You have to be careful. So from here to right there. Right. After I've gotten that, then I can have this one. Dark now. Dark now. Like this. Which is which one? That one. Okay, so now we are going to divide this 31 into 2 so that you get the horizontal center line of it. So 31 divided by 2, how much you're getting? You're getting 15.5. 15.5. Let's go. 15. There's 15.5 between 15 and 16. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There, and it. That one's going to give me the horizontal center line. I know this one takes time, my guy. This is mechanical drafting N4. N4. Okay. So this horizontal okay, this horizontal constructional line is actually that one. So it's going to equalize everything. The diameter 16, the diameter 25, it is equalized this 31 as well. You understand? So now let's come back and see now. Okay, what is going to happen now? We already have this one. So from here till here, is it going to be solid? Because we've already drew this one from here till here. Is it going to be solid or what? Is it going to be solid or what? Is it going to be solid or what? Because as far as I'm concerned, when we cut here, but remember that this is according to first angle orthographic projection. I'm tracing out item 3. So this is going to be my front. This is going to be my top. You understand? So if we were having a cutting plane here, so with arrows pointing up, so they were going to talk about the full sectional front view. So if it was a full sectional front view, so this one was going to change dark, 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 of which is we've already tolerated it like that. You understand? Dark like that. So and have this one from here till it disappears just a little bit. Then we don't know yet what's going to be, because from here till it's starting being a shaft. Even here it's starting being a shaft, and we do not section a shaft when is what is sectioned when it's cut along its height or along its length. You understand? In this case, it's along its length. Yeah. So this one, it won't be sectioned. So going to have some little bit of a line to show what this was actually a shaft. And for now, we don't know what's going to be fitted here. So, but let's get this thickness. From here till here, we already have it. This one we already have it. This one already have it, which is 46 and it. So from here till here is how much? Is 12 millimeter plus 10 millimeter. So 12 this side, 12 this side. So to get that, from this I'm going to record 12. From this I'm going to record 12 millimeter. So there is my 10, 11, 12. I just mark here. And even this other side, I mark just right here. Understand? Okay. After that, I can just have a vertical constructional line. Vertical constructional line for now. And then, what is its thickness? Check the thickness of it. Is how much? Is 16. From here till here, diameter 16, which means again from here to diameter 16. So 16 divided by 2, you're getting 8, isn't it? So you say 8 this side, 8 this side. So this is 5, 6, 9. I'm looking for 8, which is this one. 8, 9, 10. So I mark it 0 and mark it 16. 15, 16. You understand? After if you mark it like that, just have your horizontal constructional line, so that you already have them this side. Horizontal constructional line, already have them this side. So which is from here till right there, from here till right there, from here till right there. So let's double check. What is it going to be fitted there? What is it going to be fitted there? There by your item 3. So if from here till here is of a thickness of 12 millimeter, of a thickness of 12 millimeter with an outside diameter of 16. So which means in the others, in the other item that has to be fitted here, we must get the inside diameter of inside diameter of 16 millimeter. So come and trace it. We've already correlated, already solved this one. So what is going to be fitted there? So I'm actually convinced with what? With item 4. So item 4, what is going to be fitted in? Let me look. The inside diameter from here till here is what? That one is what? Is 16. So I must have diameter 16 here. So this one is the PCD of that one. This one is diameter. Okay. So it's not fitting, so it's diameter 25. This one, diameter 25. So I will go to another one. I'm looking for the diameter 16. So that was item 4. I go to item 5. Where is item 5? Item 5, which is that one. So item 5 is the shaft. It is obviously not going to fit there. Item 6, I've already solved it. Item 7, thickness 8. The inside diameter is what? It's 12, and it has got threads. So these are threads. Remember, it's a nut. So these are threads. So which means this one, it will rather be fitted where? There. So item 7, it will be fitted there because of it's of a thickness. It's of a thickness 8 millimeter. And inside diameter of thread is what? Is having M12. So which correspond with that one. So I've already solved this one. And they said how many times is item 7? How many times item 7? How many times 2? You have to draw this look nice twice, which is corresponding with okay. Item 7 is the one that would be screwed here. So what will be screwing, putting inside? That's what you want to see. That's what you want to double check. This one diameter 6, this one diameter 25, this one diameter. Okay, let's move to item 9. Item 9. So of a thickness of 14 millimeter, whereas this one is so automatically it's not fitting there. Automatically it's not fitting there. So if I say 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7. If I'm saying 5 plus 7, because I've seen that 9 is not fitting, 10 is not fitting, and 10 is not fitting. 6 we've already tolerated. The item that I'm left it down on my working table is item 4. So the thickness from here till here is 12 millimeter, and if I say 7 plus 5 is giving me the 12 millimeter, and it giving me the 12 millimeter. And this particular item there has to be twice. Let me go to the part list and confirm item 4. What are they saying about item 4? Item 4, end bush, is the end bush has to be drawn twice. So indeed item 4 is fitting, has to be fitted inward in item 3. So from here till here. Okay, the 16 millimeter was actually not saying it because I was looking at it here. Remember, what did I say to you? I said 2 or more things, they must agree with you. So the 16 diameter is actually dimensioned there. Okay, that's quite interesting. So from this inside diameter, because that is the very first thing that I have to rely on, the outside and inside diameter. Outside and inside diameter. So 16, which is corresponding with that one. And the thickness, so it's simple, straightforward. So they said two of them. So the first one, it will be, if you take item 4, you fit it there. Then the second one, you take it, but you fit it the other way around. You understand? So how are we going to draw that? How are we going to draw that? So I'll simply start with what? With this one. With this one. The way I see it. Okay, from here till here is how much? It's a diameter 25. Diameter 25, which is this one. Which is this one. So there it is, there it is, there it is, which is this one from here, diameter 25. Diameter 25. So it's going to be fitted where? Right here. So which means, in other ways, I can do this from here just a little bit like this. Hence, I'm still not quite sure about, is it going to be closed or not yet. Let me double check nicely. It's good as if I'm drawing, which one? It's good as if I'm drawing this one. So from here till here, the set is that 12mm, which is this one from here till here. So this one, I'm quite sure it's going to be solid, which is going to be the inside of item 4, which is going to be this one already. This one already. Whereas it's the same time drawing this one. Of a thickness 12, remember I've already recorded from here till here. Let me close here. Close right there. Everyone. So this is the thickness. After this thickness, what is going to happen? What is going to happen now? We are going to draw this one. Say it's 12mm, of which is already have it. So now from here till here is 25, which is 12.5, 12.5 this other side. So I can do it here. 10, 11, 12.5. 12.5, which is this one, and 25, which is that one. So I can have this one dark. Let me see, which is going to be that one already inside. You can just mark here and mark right there, mark right there. And then remember, it should be fitted in there. So the outside one is diameter 25, okay, which is right there. Then from here till here is 7mm. 7mm. So 5, 6, 7mm is that one. So in this side, 5, 6, 7mm. 5, 6, 7mm, I mark at 0. Understand? You can simply have a constructional line. You can simply have a constructional line. So now I would have to just construct this one dark like this, construct this one dark here, construct this one dark here, construct this one dark here. So the moment I'm feathering these ones, it's good as if I'm drawing this one from here till there, from here till there. So from here going up, which means from here I must go up with what? With what now? From here till here is going to be this one corresponding with that. It's going to be diameter 52. Diameter 52. 52 divided by 2 is 26, right? 52 divided by 2, 26. So you're going to do 26 this other side, 26 this other side. This is 20, 25, 26. I'm looking for 26 right there. So 52, eh? So I mark it 0 and mark it 50. 152, which is this one. So after I've gotten that, just have a horizontal constructional line and have another one. You understand? So now I'll know which okay is going to be solid going up until right here and right here. In this other side, remember they set 2, so that is why I'm drawing them simultaneously. till right there. Okay, so of the thickness of 12 millimeter, and our 12 is starting from here till right there, starting from here till right there. A1. So it's going to be closed down. So this side again, simply have it dark here, dark right there, dark here, and dark right there. A1. And then close it this other side. For now, I'm not quite sure whether is it going to be closed here. There you go. There you go. Quite interesting, simple, straightforward. Okay, so check this, my brother. We've already dealt with item 6. We've already dealt with item 4. We've already dealt with item. We are still fitting items in item 3. Item 3. Item 4 is already fitted there. And now, when by look of things, item 3 is supposed to be close like this. Okay, what am I doing? Spoiling my work. Supposed to close like this. Just erase this one. A1. Supposed to be closed like that. Okay, let's go. We're getting there now. We are getting there. Okay, so now we've like as I've said, we've dealt with this one. So we are going to put item what? We are going to screw item 7 into item 3. Remember, we've analyzed that before. We are going to screw item 7 in item 3 so that the item 4 doesn't run out. And what is the name of item 4? What is the name of item 4? Item 4 is the end bush. So this end bush, so that they don't run out, we are going to screw them using what? Item 7. Who's telling you that? It's the lock nut. It's M12. So it has got internal thread. Where do we find internal thread? We find internal thread in from nut. If you did your engineering drawing N2 or your grade 11 EGD, so where we draw screw threads, internal and external, V screw thread, square screw thread, you understand? And external and internal. Okay, so if it's like this, my brother, it simply tells you it has got internal thread and it. So these ones, it will be screwed there. So it's of what you call of M12 and corresponding with what? With your item 3, M12. How many times are they saying draw item 7? You see that the part list is very much important. Item 7 has to be drawn. What is the name of item 7? It's the lock nut. M12 has to be drawn twice. You have to draw it twice. So it corresponds indeed, Uti. It will be fitted right here and fitted right here. What is the thickness of it? So from here till here is 10 millimeter. Remember, I've already tolerated this thickness of 12 millimeter. What was fitted there is the end push, isn't it? So after that one is going to be fitted what? A thickness of 10 millimeter, which is to correspond with that. There will be a little bit of 2 millimeter allowance. Little bit of 2 millimeter allowance. So to draw that, we are going to draw it how? Going to draw it like this. So that is outside diameter. Outside diameter is 25 divided by 2. Everything recorded right from the horizontal center line. So 25 divided by 2, 12 millimeter, 12.5 and it. So we're going to say 12.5 this other side. Let me use that I become accurate. Let me use my drawing compass. So 12.5. This is 12.5. The 0.5 is between 12 and 13 and it. So just come and place it here and mark here and mark right there. So I want to mark the side because I'll just construct this one is already there, which is going to be this one. I just mark so that you don't forget this other side. There you go. till right there. So what is the thickness of it? The thickness of it is going to be 8 millimeter. So it's going to be 8 millimeter. So I will have to close here, since it's now putting the nut. I can now close here. I've already double checked that. So the moment I'm closing it like this, it's good as if I am closing which one? My item 4 way from here till here. Because what's going to be fitted here is what is the M12. And before I fit M12, let me check, because by look of things we've got a washer. So what is the function of a washer? What comes first between a washer and a nut is a what? It's a washer. Are we going to fit a washer here? Because if we fit a washer here, which means from here till here, I was too forward to close it. We are not going to close here. We are not going to close it. We have to draw the washer. We have to draw the washer. But let's double check the inside diameter of it is diameter 15. What is here is diameter 12. So which means this washer is not going to be fitted there. And how many times are you supposed to draw item 10? Item 10. Item 10 has to be drawn 6 times. You can actually say what indeed item 10 is not going to be fitted in item 3. So let's continue with the thickness. So the thickness, I'm going to record it from here till 8 millimeter and 8 millimeter. So 8 millimeter this side, this is 10, 9. I'm looking for 8. There is my 8. It's just to mark 80. And this other side again, let me double check. From here, there it is. Then from here, there it is. Then after I've gotten that, I'll then I'll then have this one. Faint. There you go. That's where my nut's supposed to end. There you go. So don't be confused about this one. Remember, this one was actually which one? This one was actually this one. This one was actually that one. They were actually talking about item 1. So from here till the thickness of 8 millimeter, thickness of 8 millimeter. So till ending here and till ending right there. There it is ending right there. There it is ending right there. So now how are we going to draw this nut? So we will draw this one, not this one. Remember, that's given according to first angle orthographic projection, which is going to consider the front, not the what? The what to call the left. And the double check, if we put the cutting plane, so from here till here the hex won't be cutting, and it will start to cut from here. However, we are given the front view S section already, so it's of a thickness of 2 millimeter. So from here till here is 2 millimeter. So which means from here going down, we're gonna record 2 millimeter. Simple, straightforward, my brother. It's just a matter of knowing what you are doing. So 0, 1, 2. There's my 2 millimeter. Even this side 0, 1, 2. There is my mark at 0. And it. So what I did this other side, now I'm gonna do it this side. There you go. And like this I can go. So it's my drawing compass. So now I can have this one. Have this one dark from here. Remember the shaft is ending here. So I can have this one from here till right there. The shaft is ending right here. The ending dark here. And have this one. And have this one dark again. And have this one dark again. Just feather. This is the shaft feathering. This is the visit, which is going to be this one. It's going to be this one. Then it's going to be this one. So what I've done this side, I'm going to do it this side. There you go. There you go. this is the part of the shaft, still part of the shaft. There you go. Understand? Don't forget this one. Then there you go. This one dark, this one dark. Okay. So now, what is going to be? Remember that from here till here it should be that one. Then from here till here is the what? Is the shaft, which is this part of our shaft, which is this part of our shaft. Are we together? So, and as far as I'm concerned, I'll have to close here as well. Close here. And close right here. Then I can come and check the true length. Okay, from here till here is the 10 millimeter. So from here till here is the, remember from here till here is 8 millimeter. So I must record the 10 millimeter. So there is the 10 millimeter, which is ending right here. Even this side, it will end right. It is gonna end right there. So remove this one. That's where the 10 millimeter of item 3. And before we even forget, remember that